January 13 to 17 will be a suspenseful week in Genoa City. The Young and the Restless spoilers video reveals one character fights for survival, while another is caught red-handed. Here's a look at the drama ahead. Will they or won't they? That's the question Chatham fans are asking as the exes seem destined for a reunion. Adam wants to give their relationship another chance, but Chelsea is uncertain. Although they've become closer because of Connor's recent issues, Chelsea isn't ready to rekindle her romance with Adam. However, Adam is persistent in reuniting their family. This week, Adam makes another pitch to Chelsea by suggesting that moving in together at the ranch will help Connor. Will Adam's persuasion get Chelsea to change her mind? Elsewhere, Sharon is still chained in the sewers. Time is of the essence as Jordan and Ian plot their next move. Although things seem dim, there is hope. A determined Sharon begins searching for a way out. Will she free herself before it's too late, or will her escape be foiled? Meanwhile, Jordan dons a disguise to make a coffee run to Crimson Lights. Jordan had a close call a while back when Claire spotted her outside society. Luckily, Jordan got away before her niece could connect the dots. Since then, Jordan has been careful not to blow her cover. However, the jig might be up. During Jordan's outing to Crimson Lights, Claire is there. When she sees a disguised Jordan, she immediately recognizes her. A panicked Jordan managed to work her way out of this situation before. Can she do it again? Or will Claire be the one to turn her on? Hey everyone! Welcome back to Radiant SERUM. I'm Aubrey, and I hope your day is shining bright. Thank you for joining me. Let's jump right into today's video. Kyle is no stranger to family drama on The Young and the Restless. His inability to peacefully coexist in the workplace with either of his parents has reached a boiling point, and it's clear that Kyle needs a fresh start. The solution? Launching his own company and stepping into his power. And what better business to pursue than something innovative and heartwarming? A daycare. With Kyle's business acumen and Claire's love of children, they'd be the perfect dream team to fill a much-needed niche in Genoa City. Working at Jobot has become a war zone for Kyle. The constant tug-of-war between loyalty and independence is exhausting, and it's time for Kyle to carve his own path. By starting his own business, he can prove to himself and everyone else that he's more than just an Abbott legacy. He's a capable leader with the drive and determination to succeed. Starting a nursery with Claire would allow him to use his office skills and offer him a drama-free zone where he can shine without family interference. They could build up this business to be the most prestigious care facility in town and cater to the Genoa City elite. Claire's passion for nurturing children and Kyle's sharp business instincts make for an unbeatable partnership. Combining creativity and professionalism, the pair could bring a unique flair to Genoa City's childcare scene. It would be a fun twist for the new couple. Kyle could handle the logistics, marketing, and finances, while Claire focuses on creating a warm, educational environment for the little ones. Together, they'd provide a top-tier daycare service that caters to the many young families in town. Imagine the adorable interactions and heartwarming moments they'd witness daily. It's a win-win for everyone involved. Genoa City is practically overflowing with babies and young children. From legacy families to newcomers, there's no shortage of potential clients. A daycare would fill a much-needed gap in the community while giving Kyle a chance to create a legacy of his own. Plus, it's an opportunity for him to find joy in something new and fulfilling. After all, who wouldn't love a job where smiles and giggles are the daily soundtrack? Kyle has spent far too long in the shadow of others, and it's time for him to step into the spotlight. By starting his own daycare with Claire, he'd not only find professional happiness, but also make a lasting impact on Genoa City. Here's hoping he takes the leap and proves once and for all that he's a force to be reckoned with. For the Monday, January 13 episode of The Young and the Restless, Spoilers photos show Kyle and Claire making Harrison's day just that much brighter. It's an interesting day at the Abbott mansion. Summer stops by to see Harrison and checks in before leaving the little boy to bask in his daddy's news. Kyle and Claire are officially a couple and ready to spread the word. Thankfully, it looks like the little man is overjoyed by this turn of events. Harrison simply adores Claire and loves having her around. Being his daddy's girlfriend means more FaceTime with his former nanny. Wonderful. Hopefully, his mother won't ruin this for him. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that trouble is brewing between Ian and Jordan. The two recently emerged as a really formidable villainous duo, very much capable of disrupting the Newmans and the Abbotts. However, it seems that cracks are beginning to show in their partnership. In a recent episode, Jordan told Ian that she feels as though her needs aren't being met. She was perhaps talking about her need for revenge against Victor and Nikki. The Young and the Restless spoilers also reveal that she is struggling to wrap her head around the fact that Claire has now become a part of the Newman clan. Recently, Jordan saw Claire romancing Kyle Abbott and could not stand it. We have a feeling that Jordan wants to steal Claire away and once again brainwash her into hating the Newmans. This time, also the Abbotts. The latest Y and R preview video shows Aunt Jordan going to Crimson Lights in disguise and ordering her special coffee right in Claire's earshot. As soon as she receives her order, she says thank you to her server. Claire instantly recognizes the voice and gasps, "Jordan." Her aunt hears her but chooses not to engage and hurriedly walks out. We are certain that Claire will follow right behind. Is this what Jordan is counting on? Did Jordan intentionally do this to lay out a trap to lure Claire? If so, then there is a very high chance that we'll see Claire kidnapped next week. But what are Jordan's true intentions here? Does she really want to take Claire away and try to turn her against her family again? Or could her intentions be more sinister than that? We guess we'll have to wait and find out. Sharon Newman's "the devil made me do it" situation may pop back soon. The Young and the Restless spoilers tease that she is handcuffed in a stinky sewer by the river. Her car? The poor SUV is resting on the riverbed, thanks to Jordan's trickery to get back at Ian Ward. But the psycho has no idea how Sharon's hallucination, Cameron Kirsten, has been her guiding light. Will Cameron help her out this time? Find out. The Young and the Restless spoilers recall that the whole hostage episode starts on New Year's Eve. Ian plans Sharon's kidnapping and has Jordan snatch her while he plays hero for Tessa Porter. His grand plan? He wants a full circle moment for Sharon, killing her at the spot where Heather Stevens died. However, Jordan's patience wears thin as she's done being Ian's puppet who does all the dirty work. Ian believes Sharon has become fish food, but his partner has kept her very much alive. But if Jordan gets arrested or killed, her victim will rot to death in that filthy dungeon. For now, the therapist is surviving on little food and water while waiting for a miracle. Could that be her savior mirage, Cameron? Moreover, we have seen how the man shows up whenever Sharon's at her lowest. Remember how Cameron helped her clean up Heather's death, crafting alibis or handling serious interrogations. But here's the kicker: Sharon is taking her meds. Is there another diagnosis at play, like dissociative identity disorder? If yes, it makes Cameron her alter, not a figment of her imagination. Else, he could be just the voice in Sharon's head she needs to survive. As Jordan stretches her victim's hostage time, Cameron might take on her host and help her fight back. Additionally, Sharon's ex-stalker might not just help her run away, but wrap up Jordan's chapter for good. Young and the Restless spoilers for January 13 to 17, 2025 are here. Next week, fans can expect Claire Grace Newman to face off with Jordan. Damien is keeping a big secret from Nate Hastings. Chelsea Lawson finds common ground with Victoria Newman. Also, Sharon Newman fights to get out of her dilemma. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Monday, January 13. Nate Hastings deceived. E&R spoilers for Monday, January 13 reveal that Nate found his half-brother in Los Angeles thanks to the help of Denise Tolliver. Amy Lewis was confused when Nate explained his chat with Damien. Amy said that the man doesn't sound at all like her son. Could there be a reason for this, and is Nate making a huge mistake? Meanwhile, Chelsea needs to respond to an invitation. This is likely from Adam Newman. Adam will ask Chelsea and Connor Newman to move in with him at the ranch. Elsewhere, Summer Newman sticks to her guns. In Tuesday's episode, Victoria and Chelsea manage to find common ground. Nick Newman tells Chance Chancellor about his new theory. Elsewhere, Ian's revenge scheme regarding Sharon takes a more dangerous turn. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Wednesday, January 15, reveal that Chelsea surprises Adam. Over with Billy Abbott, he makes an unexpected decision. Also, Claire and Jordan reunite. However, don't expect Claire to be happy about it. Y&R spoilers, Thursday, January 16. On Thursday, Claire warns Victoria and Nikki Newman about Jordan's return. Victor Newman learns the truth about Ian's deception. Plus, Phyllis Summers encourages Billy to be honest. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Friday, January 17, Sharon Newman's fight. In Friday's episode, Sharon tries to escape. Will Sharon finally get that crowbar? The crowbar was just out of reach for Sharon. However, could there be another way for Sharon to get free? Also, Victor gets suspicious of Nikki. Elsewhere, Claire issues a threat to her evil aunt. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of January 13, 2025? What are your predictions for Nikki, Victor, Jordan, and Ian? What does the future hold for Claire, Victoria, Billy, Summer, Chelsea, and the other characters? The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal there are 3 must-see moments next week. During the week of January 13, 2025, Claire Grace Newman threatens Jordan. Victor Newman is suspicious of Nikki Newman. Plus, Sharon Newman tries to reach a crowbar to escape, but it's just out of her reach. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire Grace Newman's threat. E&R spoilers for the week of January 13 reveal that one must-see moment features Claire and Jordan. When Jordan sits at the coffee house, she hears Claire speaking with Esther Valentine. Then, Jordan goes up to the counter to place her order, knowing full well that Claire is nearby. Claire recognizes Jordan's order as it is very specific. Claire works up her courage and cautiously approaches Jordan while also staying a few feet away. Claire calls out Jordan's name, but the woman doesn't turn around. Instead, Jordan smiles and nonchalantly strolls out of the coffee house. It almost seems as if Jordan might be luring Claire to follow her, and right into a trap. It is teased that Claire threatens Jordan. However, Jordan is likely to be gone by the time Claire calls the police. Y&R spoilers, Ian Ward exposed. During the week of January 13, another must-see moment includes Victor finding out about Ian's deception. Victor already had a confrontation with Ian. Then Victor had Michael Baldwin do some snooping around. Just last week, it was suggested that Ian and Jordan are a lot alike. So after Claire tells Nikki and Victoria Newman that Jordan is back in Genoa City, Victor likely realizes they are working together. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Victor Newman suspicious. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of January 13 reveal that another must-see moment focuses on Nikki. It seems Victor begins to get suspicious of Nikki. With both Ian and Jordan back in Genoa City, it could tempt Nikki to drink again. So there is a lot at stake here. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon Newman's battle. Next week, fans will also see Sharon continuing to find a way out of her captivity. Sharon does notice a crowbar in the corner in a preview clip. However, Sharon can't quite reach it. There is also Sharon hallucinating Cameron Kirsten. Meanwhile, Nick Newman shares a new theory with Chance Chancellor. Will this theory lead to Sharon's rescue? The Young and the Restless spoilers for January 13 to 17, 2025 are here. Next week, fans can expect Claire Grace Newman to threaten Jordan. Damian keeps a secret from Nate Hastings. Victoria Newman and Chelsea Lawson connect. Also, Sharon Newman struggles to escape. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Monday, January 13, Damian's secret. E&R spoilers for Monday, January 13, reveal that Damian keeps a secret from Nate. Could this secret make Nate regret reaching out to his secret half-brother? Maybe Damian already knows that Nate is his half-brother. Meanwhile, Chelsea gets a surprise invitation. This invitation will have Chelsea wondering if living together really will help heal Connor Newman, Judah Mackey. Once again, Adam hasn't been informed of a dangerous Newman threat. Just like with Jordan, Adam hasn't been warned that Ian Ward is out and targeting their family. Once Adam does find out the news, maybe that will prompt Chelsea to agree to keep Connor safe. Also, Summer Newman stands her ground. In Tuesday's episode, Victoria and Chelsea will find common ground. Nick Newman shares a theory with Chance Chancellor. Also, Ian's revenge against Sharon takes a dangerous turn. Could Ian find out where Jordan stashed Sharon? The Young and the Restless spoilers for Wednesday, January 15, reveal that Chelsea catches Adam off guard. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott makes a shocking decision. Also, Claire reunites with Jordan. However, don't expect it to be a happy reunion. On Thursday, Claire tells Nikki Newman and Victoria about Jordan's return to Genoa City. Victor Newman exposes Ian's deception. Also, Phyllis Summers pressures Billy to come clean. In Friday's episode, Sharon struggles to escape. Will Sharon be able to get that crowbar that she saw in the corner? Sharon wasn't able to reach it with her fingers, but maybe there could be something else that might help. Also, Victor becomes suspicious of Nikki. Meanwhile, Claire issues a threat to Jordan. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of January 13, 2025? What are your predictions for Nikki, Victor, Jordan, and Ian? What does the future hold for Claire, Victoria, Billy, Summer, Chelsea, and the other characters? When Victor surprised Nikki and everyone in Genoa City that he had secretly rebuilt the original ranch house, they moved in immediately. But after Sharon had burned down the original, Victor had another main house built for them to live in. Now that home is sitting empty, but Victor offered it to Adam, who said he would move in after the new year. Being Victor, he also determined Adam's roommate and invited Chelsea to move in as well. When Adam approached Chelsea about the same idea, she gave him the answer that Victor got, hard no. But on Monday, Chelsea receives a surprise invitation. Will it change her mind? And are there any strings attached? Summer has had some mixed emotions about Claire and Kyle's relationship. She didn't seem to have an interest in her ex until she realized he and Claire were getting closer. Claire has tried talking to Summer about it in the past, but she always claimed she has no problem with their relationship. Her actions and sarcasm say otherwise. Kyle thought that Claire was just feeling insecure that someone else could have a motherly-like role in Harrison's life, but sometimes Summer just acts jealous. Which is it? On Monday, Kyle and Claire reveal their relationship to Harrison as they intend to be spending more time together. If they're a couple, that means his parents aren't getting back together. How will Harrison feel about that? And will Summer, once again, interfere to keep herself feel like she's in control? Summer stands her ground, but with who? Before Nate went to meet Damian, he knew that there was a bit of mystery swirling around his half-brother. According to the private investigator that he hired, Damian changed jobs and residences every couple of months. But after some digging, he realized that the property management companies of the apartments Damian lived in and the companies where Damian worked all had the same parent company. It's a mystery that Nate wanted to solve, On Monday, Nate realizes that Damien kept a secret from him. Nate has already invited him to work for Winters, which would require Damien's next move to be to Genoa City. Does Nate regret his invitation? This week on The Young and the Restless, Adam and Chelsea have an emotional conversation at Crimson Lights. Their son Connor has been spending time at the ranch, playing ice hockey, seeing the horses, and playing with his cousins. It has a good effect on his health being there. Adam has taken Victor up on his offer to move into the other main house on the Newman Ranch and wants Chelsea and Connor to join him. Victor also extended an invitation to Chelsea, but she declined. However, Adam is going to ask her, "If you and me moving into the ranch helps Connor heal, you should at least consider it." Meanwhile, in the old sewer where Sharon once stabbed Cameron in the heart in front of Faith and Nick, Sharon struggles with her cuffs and chain. She is talking to herself about finding something she could use to find a way out of there, desperate to save herself. She spots a metal rod lying on the nearby stairs, but it is just out of her reach. Will she be able to find a way to get it? And can she get out of the cuffs before Jordan comes back? Last week, Claire was rattled when she heard Esther deliver an order of an oolong tea with agave sweetener and double half and half. It was a rather specific order that she knew was Jordan's. This week, at Crimson Lights, Claire is gathering her purse and preparing to leave from a table when she hears the woman who is at the counter say, "Thank you," as she picks up her coffee. Claire recognizes her voice, even though she's in disguise. "Jordan?" Claire asks. At the counter with her back to Claire, Jordan stiffens, recognizing Claire's voice as well. Jordan doesn't turn around to face her, she just grabs her cup and rushes out the door. But is it a trap? Will Claire be able to catch up with her outside? And if she does, will she be in danger, or this time, will she be the one in control of the situation? The Young and the Restless brought another week of January 2025 to a close with many twists in the tale for the residents of Genoa City. The storyline focused primarily on characters like Ian, Jordan, the Newman family, and Sharon. The week started off with Ian and Jordan kidnapping Sharon and Jordan, stowing her away in a sewer instead of drowning her in the river, as discussed with Ian. Nick and his father, Victor, tried to dedicate their resources to look for Sharon. Meanwhile, Phyllis found out that Sharon had gone missing when Billy implied that she might have done something to get her revenge on her longtime rival. In a parallel storyline, Nate finally met his half-brother Damien in Los Angeles. Mariah, Faith, and Tessa discussed seeing Ian and speculated that Sharon might be in trouble. Meanwhile, Jordan carried an unconscious Sharon down into the sewers and chained her to the pipes so she couldn't escape. Victor and Nick ordered their security to track Ian, discussing that Ian's sudden appearance in town could not be a coincidence. After meeting Ian, Victor issued an ultimatum for him that the moment they found proof of his nefarious activities, Victor would do away with Ian for good. Nick told his mother Nikki about Ian's return, and Victor vowed that he would protect his family in the face of it all. Meanwhile, Ian met Mariah at the park and asked her for a chance to make amends, which she refused. Billy spoke to Phyllis and asked her if she had done something to Sharon to get revenge. Audra and Nate revealed to Amy that they would be meeting Damien soon, and Nate's half-brother would be sharing a location and time for the meeting. Later, Nate and Damien finally met and introduced themselves to each other while having a brief conversation. Meanwhile, Devin and Abby discussed Nate meeting Damien, concerned about how the meeting would go. Billy spoke to Lily about not wanting to get payback on Victor and Nikki for the way they wronged her with Chancellor. Jordan told Ian that she had disposed of Sharon in the same river as Heather, despite going rogue. In the sewers, Sharon hallucinated her visions of Cameron in a panic. Meanwhile, Nick met Chance, discussing the possibility of finding Sharon. Then he tracked down Ian at the motel and confronted him, threatening him and asking him to reveal Sharon's location. Families reunited at the end of the week, with Danny and Daniel sharing a conversation about Danny leaving town again soon. Meanwhile, Jack and Diane also had an open talk with Kyle about his and Claire's relationship, among other things. Ian and Jordan headed to Crimson Lights with Jordan in disguise. While they were leaving, Claire saw a glimpse of Jordan and suspected that something was amiss. Back at the motel, Jordan realized that Ian was not helping her at all, and decided to take matters with Claire into her own hands. CBS's The Young and the Restless, which first aired on March 26, 1973, has kept fans entertained for decades with their captivating storylines and interesting character arcs. The show, created by Lee and William Bell, is set in Genoa City, Wisconsin, and mainly focuses on the Newman, Abbott, Chancellor, and Winters families. The show has received numerous Daytime Emmy Awards, including the prestigious Outstanding Drama Series, due to its critical acclaim. The upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless from January 13 to January 17 will show Ian Ward's plans of killing Sharon get disturbed when he finds out Jordan Howard, his accomplice, had not followed his instructions. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott will be shown making an important decision that could potentially affect himself and his near and dear ones. Claire Newman will be shown being in Jordan's grasp while trying to navigate her family complications. The upcoming week's episodes of The Young and the Restless will show Ian Ward's growing need for revenge against Sharon Newman, whom he blames for being the reason behind him getting arrested, going haywire. Ian will be shown figuring out that his plan to kill Sharon took a different turn when his accomplice Jordan Howard abducted Sharon instead of killing her when she had the chance. Ian will be shown feeling betrayed by Jordan's actions and taking matters into his own hands. Sharon Newman will be shown being in an even more dangerous position than before in her captivity. She will be shown trying to figure out ways to ensure her own survival and escape despite Ian's growing aggression towards her. It remains to be seen if Ian succeeds in his plans, or if it takes another turn in the upcoming episodes. Billy Abbott's character on The Young and the Restless will be shown taking a shocking decision. It would affect his relationship with his family members, especially Jack Abbott, whose tireless efforts are the reason behind Jabot Cosmetics being a successful business empire. While Billy's decision is yet to be revealed to viewers, it would be one which would have far-reaching consequences. Spoilers for the show suggest his decision could also potentially be regarding his romantic engagements, a reunion with Victoria Newman. Billy's interconnection to Chancellor Industries could also play a role in his decision-making. The upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless will shed further light on this plotline. This week's episodes of The Young and the Restless will show Claire Newman, Victor's granddaughter, finding out shocking secrets regarding the Newman family. Claire's character on the show has been shown to be suspicious regarding her family, and she always felt like they withheld essential information from her. Her confrontation with Jordan Howard will help her find out startling secrets regarding Victor and Nikki Newman. Claire Newman will be shown having issues with the Newman family, and a potential fallout could be expected. The Young and the Restless update for Monday, January 13 state, the first show of the week offered quite some interesting insights. Audra Charles and Nate Hastings returned home from their trip to Le. While it was great that Nate got the opportunity to finally meet his half-brother Damien, he does wonder if he should have come clean about the real reason for the meeting, rather than offering him a job at Winters. Nate makes a promise that if he doesn't hear from Damien within a couple of days, he'll reach out and tell his half-brother the truth. After a steamy session with Audra, Nate notices a call and missed text from Damien. Some moments later, he gets another text. Thinking it's Damien, he checks it, and it turns out he's received a message from the private investigator, Denise Tolliver. After some more investigating, she pulled up some interesting information on the owner of Monte Cristo Investments, the company that Damien has only worked for, and that owns the rental properties he's lived in. Well, who's the owner? None other than Damien. The plot of this storyline just thickened. Over at the Abbott mansion, Summer Newman is spending some quality time with Harrison Abbott when the two are interrupted by Claire Newman and Kyle Abbott. The two have some news to share with the little boy and almost rush Summer out of the house so they can talk to him. Summer unhappily leaves, and fans can tell as she's walking out the door how displeased she is about the entire thing. Still, Claire and Kyle are ready to tell Harrison that they are a couple, although he's had an inkling about it, especially since he could hear them having so much fun during their sleepover on New Year's. Still, Harrison states he's excited that Claire is dating his daddy, even though he can tell his mommy isn't too happy about it. At Society, Summer meets up with Chance Chancellor for a date to help get their romance back on track. But fans can sense Summer is still preoccupied with what happened at the mansion before. Chance can feel as if Summer has something on her mind, but she doesn't want to talk about it. After some convincing, she finally reveals that she feels as if Claire is edging her way into Kyle and Harrison's lives. Chance points out that first, Summer wasn't a fan of Audra and then Claire. He states if he didn't know any better, he'd think she was jealous. Still, Summer states she didn't want someone as toxic as Audra around Harrison. With Claire, it's more of a feeling that she will eventually be spending more time with Harrison than she will. Chance assures Summer that this is what happens when couples with kids get divorced, and it's a very natural thing. He also reassures her that no matter what happens, Summer will always be Harrison's mom and that he adores her. Lastly, Adam Newman joins Connor Newman and Chelsea Lawson at Crimson, where their son reveals that his OCD has been triggered and he's having a hard time sleeping. After some positive discussion with his parents, the boy admits he's anxious about his move to the Newman Ranch. Connor tells Chelsea and Adam that the reason he didn't come to his parents sooner with this is that he didn't want Adam to cancel the move. Connor feels it's important for him to push through situations like this and not let his OCD win. Still, he admits that while he is nervous about it, it might be easier to push the button on this if he knew his mom was there. Feeling on the spot, Chelsea tells both of them that she'll think about it. After Connor leaves the table to play some video games upstairs in his room, Adam reminds Chelsea that the house truly is big enough that she could have her own room and one extra as a design studio. Adam also states that it took a lot of courage on Connor's part to come forward with this request, so the two owe it to him to at least consider it. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that Chelsea has a major decision on her hands. So will she go all in and move to the Newman Ranch with her ex for the sake of her son, or possibly decline? Fans will have to tune in to find out. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that Jordan is going to kidnap Claire. On Friday's January 10 episode, Claire Newman's curiosity was piqued while at the coffee house, thanks to a crimson order that was eerily similar to what Jordan used to drink. Still, Claire also received some good news from Kyle Abbott, who decided it was time to tell Harrison Abbott that he and Claire were a thing. The Y&R preview for January 13 to 17 showed a video clip of Jordan back in the crimson, with Claire behind her as Jordan says thank you when she receives her coffee. Of course, Claire calls out her name while Jordan walks away, so it looks like there's a real possibility that Jordan may be setting a trap for Claire. Jordan isn't fond of Claire's relationship with Kyle, so the first thing she'll do once she traps her niece is try to ruin that relationship. Jordan will likely figure out a way to ensure Claire's unconscious. She might use the same chloroform trick that worked with Sharon Newman, and as Claire's phone will likely be on her, Jordan will start to send a few texts around to make sure that no one's looking for her. On Friday's show, Claire and Kyle talked about meeting at Society after work, so he would be the first order of business to get out of the way. Kyle may message Claire between the time they're supposed to meet and when Jordan kidnaps her, so Jordan may see that the two are having dinner and talking about telling Harrison about their relationship. This would be an excellent opportunity for Jordan to respond back and say how apprehensive she is about moving to this next step. Jordan may make it seem as if Claire isn't ready for that big of a commitment yet, and she may even have Claire dump Kyle over text. Meanwhile, Jordan may also buy some time and text Victoria Newman that she's sleeping over at Kyle's just to buy some time. Still, what if Kyle runs into Summer Newman shortly after Claire dumps him? She may be having a bad day herself. Could the two get wrapped up in emotion and cross a line? How betrayed will Claire feel if she finds out that Kyle didn't waste a second after their breakup to land in bed with Summer? Although Claire may have bigger fish to fry in trying to escape Jordan, so this speculation can wait. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Jordan returning to Crimson is likely a trap that she's setting for Claire, but will she be successful in holding her grandniece hostage? And how long will she get away with this? Regardless, it's sure to cause major chaos, not only for Claire and Kyle, but Victoria and the rest of the Newmans. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.